Hello, everybody. I am Steve, a slightly slanted sleuth for the truth, and I am live from the Stabbing Cabin in Oakdale, Minnesota. What's up, Spartan? But yeah, I just felt like maybe we could get a little talk in. I don't know. And I wanted to thank Max for his remote viewing um, video or live stream he was just doing earlier. It's pretty cool, man. I appreciate that. That was awesome. Just got off work at 9:30. What up, Giant? Spartan. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I agree with you. What up? What up? What up? So yeah, I've got a question right off the bat. Well, first, mighty spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame closer in harmony to thee. Lift up my fire from out of the darkness, magnet of fire that is one with thee all. Lift up my soul, thou mighty and potent. Child of the light, turn not away. Draw me empowered to melt in thy furnace, one with all things and all things in one. Fire of the life strain and one with the brain. Yep, I did it again. Said it again. Just going to continue saying it because I'm not kidding. It brings the info your way. Believe it or not, there is power in prayer. And which brings me to why are levels in a building called stories? Why didn't they just call them levels? Why are they called stories? What are you struggling for, Aaron? What's going on? Power in thought and prayer, right. Intent. What's going on, Aaron? Divulge, please. Yeah, exes can be a pain, can they not? All my exes live in Texas. Right? Yeah, the struggles and so has anybody got any answer to that? Why are levels in buildings called stories? Hmm? Anybody? Okay, I think my chat is lagging, so hang on, I gotta go here. So bear with me, guys. This was an impromptu live stream, so you're gonna have to forgive me here. I'm a little on the not so organized tip, I suppose. What was I getting at here? What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? I was gonna look into this right here. Oh, and I wanted to figure out how sorry guys, I'm looking up a fact. Sorry. Come on, really? Okay, normally a flight of stairs. Well, yeah, they're called flights and stories. Why is that? Anybody answer that question? Story is a level for light to come in only, or a flight of stairs. You know, we call it a flight of steps. They're the average amount of stairs in a flight of stairs. What is the difference between story, flight, stairs, and flight of stairs? Hmm. Odie what's up? Man has always built on the ruins of another. As they built up each level tells a story. Hey, very good one. Very good. Nice. What's up, Cindy? Cindy. Do you think Middle Earth has anything to do with the Bible? I think it has everything to do with the Bible. I think Middle Earth has everything to do with anything in. I think we're all everything's interconnected. Or a spiral pathway around a mountain that leads to the top, where you can teleport to and from realities. Yes, or the stairway to heaven, or thanks for what? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. What's up, Joanne? I'm glad you could join us here too. Cindy, Max, Aaron. Yeah, don't let that X get to you, Aaron. Spartan Giant. But yeah, guys, and Odie. Hey C. What's hey C mean? Oh, Cindy. Gotcha. But yeah, I answered above. What was the answer? A Claire story is a level for light in the cone. Says the windows of stained glass had a story and different levels had different stories in the stained glass. Yes. It's like Jerry Runk always poses the question, why do we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? Right? Or CF Apps did one. What's up, MCF? You're not late. We just got going. Nice to see you here, sweetheart. I'm glad you did. Glad you could join us. But we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway. We climb stairs, flights of stairs, uh, levels, stories. Okay. But so what is another one? Oh, CF Apps over there at CF Apps 7865. I think that's his channel, but he's got a lot of ancient Egypt information. He posed, why do I have artificial lemon in my drink, but real lemon in my lemon scented cleaner? Which was a good one. I thought that was good. Yes, Max has a great show. That was pretty cool. That's what I saw when I drowned. I was walking with a tall silver woman. Giants were on top, throwing boulders like bodybuilders, having fun, not a threat. I was 6 years old. Huh, that's pretty interesting. I hope I didn't just put somebody in a timeout because I didn't try to. Um, BTW70, what's up? My warrior of right. Light the path. Yeah, we're trying to light the path around here. I mean, so yeah, we're all on a mission and we're wishing to catch that fish we've been fishing. We're trying to attain the highest of the high. And it's something that we all are entitled to, we all will achieve. It's not for you whether or not to believe, but to know where you're going to go when the time is right, when it's time to let the sun go down and embrace that long good night. You will be here, you might be there. I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to be the one to know whether or not you're coming back, or whether or not you get the chance to make the decision to do this or that? Not for me to decide, not for me to tell you how. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you like the only way I know how, and that's through ad libbing and through the live stream of the YouTube Nation. YouTube can censor, but YouTube can provide. This is the thing that we deal with on everyday, day-to-day situations, is the double-edged sword. The veil, the knowing. Your genius is showing, right? We come into this creation unaware of anything, taught, indoctrinated, programmed to believe, shown away this or that. Who knows? Whether I'm right, whether you're wrong, whether I'm wrong, whether you're right. It doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. All that matters is that you see and fulfill your dreams. It's only the way that you see fit, not for me to decide, not for me to tell you what to quit. I've seen things I know nobody would believe. I've experienced things that no one could ever perceive. There's been this time. This time is now. We have the chance. I wish I could tell you how. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to. All I can tell you or update you on is my journey as it happens. And this is what I'm doing with my channel. And I hope all that are here are stay on your jobs, and blessings to you. What's up, Tainer? Hi there, slightly slanted dark truth. What's up? What's up, Garrus? Someone said the other day we are on a loop. My genius is showing. Yes, your genius is showing. Right. I can sometimes make you not see the color blue. It's okay. Enjoy it with your husband. Yes. Simulation. Yes. Bottom of the map. What's the bottom of the map? What do you mean? So yeah, we've got a mountain to climb as far as our own reality curtain, if you will. How has people been feeling? Any comments, please? I've been feeling 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. Nice. Nice. I'm so freaking happy. I've been feeling a bit I don't know, like I had stomach flu today. Like not feeling really good in that aspect, but I'm optimistic. I'm sick of the grind. I think you're right, Gareth. I think you're spot on with that. I think there's some of us that have chosen to be here because either we like the ups and downs, or we want to help out of compassion. Yes, I've had loud ringing in my ears too. Sick of the grind. I'm grinding weed right now. Nice, Colin. Colleen. May we? May we what? Yes, the grind is a bit over the edge of, I don't know, madness, if you will, when it comes to the repetitive nature of our daily lives. It's TTOTM. So I've been having a tough couple days. What's up? What's up, sweetheart? Repeating myself, telling you about something like a house, tell you what color it is, repeat it, then tell you you don't see that color. What's going on, MCF? You wanna try to, or do you wanna share? I mean, do you have oh, hormones? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got you. So Flo's in town. All right. So I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Any things you want to talk about, guys? Don't get sucked in. Has to be in person. Oh, you're talking about the making somebody not see color. That's what I thought. Flo was in his house. Have to say 7 for they come and go. I know, unless it's her. Hypnotize. Hey, hormones are out of whack. Relevant. Yes. Teasing you. Okay. When the two parts of the unit of consciousness have become fully one, and the other parts have become one with the one, thus becoming all, it is not impossible to go forward into the higher cosmic cycle. It clearly states that all parts of the unit are one when the goal is the all thing. We can use the prayer of light, but as always ends with a command. To the light, what we call form is formless, for only the light does truly really exist. Gives freely of its wisdom so that others may tread the same path. So I think Thoth is the personification of our collective consciousness, the essence of our consciousness. And get this, according to the ancient symbolism, wisdom it was found in the flame. Fire coming from the unmanifest, existing for a time in the manifest, and then disappearing into the unmanifest, became the symbol for consciousness, which comes from the unmanifest, exists for a time in the physical body, and disappears back into the unmanifest. Thus, man is literally told to seek wisdom within his consciousness. Now, is that not the same as the three, the hero's journey, the born, live, die aspect of our materialistic world? And in that simple three is born the four, right? And when you understand the four comes from the three, then you can bring about the fifth element, which makes you a C or a diamond, or the pyramid is representative of this principle, right? Quantum spirit, my hormones are actually healing, better balanced. Right. What are you guys talking about? Men and women's hormones are interrupted lately, folks. I don't know about all that, but yeah, my hormones are always interrupted. you know. I don't doubt that DARPA has done some things, but that's stuff that's beyond my control, so I'm not going to even focus on that. That's just my thing. That's just how I roll. I will not go down them dark roads, and you guys know this by now, and I'm sorry for that. I do go down the dark roads, don't get me wrong. But I find when you tend to do that, it takes you off the curve. The learning curve is what I call it. It takes you off the focused, attuned pathway to light, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that you're wrong for going down the dark road, but I'm not gonna pretend that it doesn't exist either. You know what I'm saying? Right. See the portals. What do you mean by that? DARPA is the Department of Research and Development for the military, I believe. What's fact? That we can clean the path for many to come. All right, what are you saying? Yeah, I agree with you, Cindy. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm not gonna. The military isn't invited underground in the elites' bunkers, so DARPA wants to be able to hunt them down. Google it or go to DOD website. Oh, really? That's awesome. I hope that's the case, you know. DARPA stands for Department of Army Research Product something research something. And end up in weird places. I haven't really done that, but I'm not saying that it isn't possible. The seven had come from beyond cycle time, which is limited, depending as it does upon radiation from the original infinite atom. The seven were part of the cosmic consciousness, which came forth from the I, Yod, before we did, and were therefore formed while we were still part of disorder. Now, I just think people are off lately. People are always off. The DOD is asking? Right. Wow. Yeah, but okay, let's see how many flights of stairs equal a mile? Wait, hang on, I'm looking. Before landings, it's considered typically 14 steps or 13 steps. Single flight might be as long as 22 steps, though would not want to be using these stairs on a regular basis. I don't understand what that means. But yeah, I wanted to, oh, and a riser on a stair is 7. 7, the tread is 7. The flight of stairs is typically 13 steps, with the landing being the 14th or the landing being the 13th. Now, that's by design, I don't know. Now, what other question was I gonna? Oh, right here, Hopi Indian symbols. I'm gonna share this screen with you guys. Sorry. But yeah, say hello to my little friend, which is where the cross symbol comes from. You guys see it, right? You see it? You see the cross? Here, let me see. Let me see if I can do this. See right here, this light? Oop. Let me see if I can get it right. I can't do it. I don't know how the weathermen do it or whatever. But yeah, does that not look like, even with this extra ray coming out of it, you know, to the left, or yeah, it would be the right side of the light. It looks like that beam that comes off the front of it. I mean, it's just like a perfect match. It's just crazy. I think you can't come back. MV, don't know about that, but yes, been skipping time mostly when I'm bored. Don't do it, time travel. Could it have to do with, what's your opinion on time travel? I think time travel, is Michelle thinks we'll be doing this same thing 10 years from now. We could only hope so, right? Or get a life, right? My opinion on time travel is once we wrap our minds around it and accept it as a feasible thing, as something that is attainable, then we might have a chance to time travel. But I think it's all in the understanding of the point source emanation. I think that's what it's all about, guys. And yeah, I think that's what it is. Once we understand the Joanne, there's weird shit in the Cobran about it. We are time traveling. We are time traveling. Dreamt about a YouTube chat room last night. The past is viewable. Yes, it is. I think you can't come back. I'm a Sagittarius. I take. Don't make me blow. You'll be sorry. Trust me, I don't want to go there. Yes, but it's everywhere. Trying to time travel to the past, you apparently get stuck in a loop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about going into the past, but I think going forward is possible. And every time you try to understand something, you'll never understand it. This is why you go to think outside the box, got to think outside the box on things. And when you start opening your mind, you'll start understanding it. Right. Yes. Like I'm going to be doing a show on Monday with Maxwell Egan, of Surviving the Matrix, the Crow House. But anyway, my point with that is he's 12 hours ahead, 15 hours ahead. And so he's ahead of time. He's in the future compared to us over here, right? Or we could be considered in the past to him. So, that's another weird thing when it comes to flying and doing like if you're traveling, you're on an airplane, you're traveling east, typically that's against the sun, right? So you would think, well, I guess the time zones you do change time, but I don't understand. I don't understand why you wouldn't be a couple hours ahead, but I guess you are eventually. Yeah. So you do time travel, right? Mary wins. I really believe that that's exactly what it is. We are time traveling now. Yes, we are. Time keeps on drifting, drifting, drifting into the future. No, really, everything changes when I really want to change my surroundings. Well, yeah, right. She left on vacation for 2 weeks. Mary, lucky for her. I have time to calm down. The universe is working in her favor. It's a good explanation as any, yes. Uh, Time is patience, right? So, we we have time as we know time to be until we experience the dimensionless, timeless, formless form of our original state, I think. Because in the pleroma or in the the all space, or the presence of God, or in heaven. Time doesn't exist, I don't think. I think time is nothing more than a contrivance for man to separate events in a linear fashion so we can understand and wrap our mind around cycles, creation, day and night. I mean, think about that. Okay, we got 12 cranial nerves in the top of our head, which are paired. So you have 24, right? And above that is the creator, Jesus. And above that is pleroma, heaven, God, the monad, right? So in essence, you have 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night, representative in your brain, with that creative principle in the middle of it as the light, the creator, the son of man, the pineal gland, wisdom. And then above that, the zero, after the one. The zero meaning the all, the circle, the everything. What do you guys think of that? My truth is ever evolving. Yes, it is. Remember that God says, he says to his disciples, why do you sleep? Is there a reason for it? Right. Yes. You are the one. I am the one. We are all the one. Yes, we are. Yes. There is an afterlife. Do not fear death. You're listening in the shower? Awesome. Scrub a dub dub in the tub. But yeah, we come into this oh, here, I was gonna share the link. Hang on. Death, ha! Laugh in the face of death. You're the one you've been waiting for. I love that, Mary. That's awesome. Yes, the light bulb in your head guy is the aha moment of understanding. You know, there's Shakma, Bina, and reason. I think it is. So that's wisdom, understanding, and reason. The Trinity, right? Nice. I like it. MCF is naked, you guys. Oh my God. Right. Your genius is showing. Oh, you were venting, Joanne? I don't know what you were venting about. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would have given you. Where are we? She left on vacation for 2 weeks, Mary. Lucky for her, have time to calm down. Okay, hang on. I'm backing up. I'm okay. Now I see Joanne. Yuppers, we are time traveling. Uh, I may say, okay, I don't understand. What were you venting about, Joanne? Sorry, honey. But yeah, um, there is a fact of this planet, of this people. Oh, the universe is chasing you. Nice. You know, the fact of our existence, of our we all know something's going on. There's all a hint. There's like a heaviness to the atmosphere, to the world, to the to the heavens. I mean, to the existence or our consciousness. You can just feel that there's something afoot. There's, and I'm not saying that it's this or that group or elites or powers that be or malevolent, but benevolent. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that we just know inherently that in our heart of hearts that there is something off and something that's going on that is being obscured from our immediate vision, our knowing. It's being obscured from our everyday lives, like it's being hidden in simple ways, yet hidden nonetheless. It's been hidden, it's being hidden. And whether it's a solar flare or a man-made thing, it does not matter. We just all know inherently, and I know that there's always been an end of the world scenario. And Michelle made a perfect point a little bit earlier that, in 10 years, I think we'll be doing the very same thing we're doing now, discussing what's going to happen. And I think that I don't necessarily buy into that. I think that the cycle is closer to nigh than ever before. And what I mean by that is I think we are in the set of this cycle because we have our rise, our noon, and our set, our hero journey, the journey of life, the journey of the carbon atom, the biomass, or the biological entity in the form of, the human being, in the form of an animal, in the form of earth, and I think it's inherently cyclical. Nature versus nurture. And I do believe that there is a time where we all are plugged in, if we decide to be, to the Akashic or to the information superhighway, right? I think that it's all, the year of the pig is this year, and it's the last to show up in the Buddha's table. Nice. Gosh, I was violent. I don't like side of me, but it comes in handy when you're fighting evil, right? I think it's happening now. Yes, I think so. And I think it's all interconnected with, the ascension in which it's like the fractalization of, or the holographic principle of our existence, to beat this or kick this horse again, I'm going to say it's like when you take a hologram, you chop it up, you take that holographic positive, a piece of it, you shine the light through it, you'll see an image of the whole. Just like you smash a magnet. You got a bunch of freaking pieces of that same magnet, but they're just images of the whole, yet lesser magnitude. And I think that that's what the cycles do in our creation, is it creates entropy as it goes, meaning the longer, the more disorder. In turn, calls for more organization until you cannot keep up with the disorder anymore. And then that's the outbreath of our existence. Then it comes together and contracts and then expands again. The ebb and flow of creation, the natural cyclical matter of our matter. Sophia is here watching us. Sophia is the wisdom of us all, is the knowing, is the understanding. Sophia is knowledge married to understanding. which equals wisdom, to give you reason. That's Sophia. The Akashic, right? Right? And she will answer in symbols. Yes, yes. She, the cloud. And there's, I don't think there's any coincidence that the servers, the cloud servers, or the digital cloud and all that is, worded in the manner in that way, because it's, there's no, or terabyte, or random access memory, you know. I don't know who keeps I finally realized that I've been gone often. I've escaped regularly my entire life. She told John Deere to come here. John, God has never left. This whole thing that we experience here is for the reason of our development in the fashion of purifying your soul, purifying your knowing, to hedge the bet of the lesser gods, like the mythos, or the creationism stories, or the epic of the creation epic of the Sumerians, where it states, I think it's the Atrahasis, I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but it states that, Anu and what is it? Or Apsu and Tiamat created lesser gods, which were us. When the pantheon of gods goes down past the seven is when we come in. That when it starts naming off all these deities, these demigods and whatever, that's when humans come into the picture. But within them humans is what creates the creative principle, the androgynous, self-replicating, repetitive, repeating pattern of creation, which is this light. Not this light, but this is representative or personification of the light. And you guys may think I'm twixt or twacked for thinking that this light is the reason why we have the cross symbol in our existence, or the winged disc in the Sumerian or Akkadian or Assyrian iconography, or any of that. It's no. That was my very first question when I started awakening, was why is the cross so prevalent? And then you come to find out that the cross is used in everything, in astronomy, the mutable cross, the fixed cross, or the in the earth. There's the earth symbol is the circling cross, right? What else? The crucifix, the Templar cross, the Rosicrucian cross, the cross, the Piro cross, all of it. And there's no coincidence that Piro cross was also used in alchemy as a symbol for time. The Piro cross is the. Oh, I was going to share this with you guys. Hang on, sorry. I was going to go over here to the symbol page that I had open. Just, because this is where I think the attainment of all of our knowledge is stored, or is assembled in a way to where we can reconnect with it. Like here's the Hopi Native American symbol. What is that? That's just like this right here. Oh, and look at that. Isn't that convenient? Look at it. It's just like this right here. You see? See? And look at the mouse. That's shaped as a cross too. See this? Cross in a circle with the 4. The scope, the rifle scope. Everything. The turtle. The turtle. You know, in Indian or Native American Path of Souls myth, the turtle was where the hand in the eye of the Native Americans, Mississippi Mound Builders of America, centered their universe on, or their existence on. The rip in the sky that led them to Cygnus, to Daneb, or whatever. Now, all across the world, around the globe, everywhere, there's evidence of the same knowing everywhere, you know? The same knowing is everywhere. What the hell happened here? Okay, now, and the sun, you know, you look at the sun on any given day and you see the cross too, you know, if you look at the rays as lines, you know, I mean, certain days you can see it more than others. And I think it has to do with the atmosphere or the magnetic flux in the atmosphere. But who gives a flux, right? Related images. Let's see what this brings us. Nowhere. Related images are nothing. Okay, so screw you, related images. Oh, right here. Check this out. This is a good one. Look at that. Look at all that symbolism. Look at all of that symbolism in that one picture. Oh, and to get back to the flame as part of the knowledge, or the I'm popping in astral when I look up at a soul, there's a cross shape under the soul. Yes. And I think that we all carry a cross. Our souls all carry a cross, and in the form of the cube, or the finite being that we are, because that's what the square represents, or the cube represents, is the 360 degree. Well, I don't think a cube is 360 degree, but a square is. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But the square represents the finite. The circle is the infinite, or the you know, the ineffable. Oh God, I got heartburn. Sorry, guys. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it hurts. Damn, that hurts. Oh, the center, or the flame. The flame is in the Akasha, or the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I mean? Oh wow. That's not what I wanted. Oh my God, my freaking heartburn, that hurts. Oh my God, does that hurt? What was I looking up here? I think this is about the staircases, right? How many flights of stairs equal to a mile? How many calories are burned? No. Most architects have, through education, the Bible. It's called Architect's Data, written by a German architect in 20s and 30s called Ernst Neufert. He calculated and had formulas and data for everything. Why do they have everything in metric and we're in freaking United States? Why can't they have it in feet, in inches? I don't understand this shit. Why do they have to do this? You know, why? There we go. The rise of every step in a stairway shall be not less than 4 inches, not greater than 7.5 inches. The code is 7 inches, 7 and 5/8 at the most, or 7.5. Each flight is probably going to be between 8 and 10 steps, depending on the floor spacing. I don't know. But yeah, there's so many answers to this. I guess you can't nail it down. Okay, so we're gonna go with see the light and see what we get out of this Quora thing. What do you guys think is gonna pop up here? Thank you. Me like grease, it will pass. Let it be no more. Yeah, heartburn, freaking. Okay, what movies 1970 untouchable? What the hell? I said see the light. How can light travel forever? Why don't photons lose energy and stop? Light does not travel. Life is a light does not travel. Light is a perturbation within a medium. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I don't think light is a. It takes time for light to get to our eyes from a certain area, but it does not travel. We just perceive it because we have magnetite in our visual cortex, or we have a means of picking up the electromagnetic radiation of light, the pulse perturbation in the ether. You know, without our sight, would it exist? It's the old adage, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a noise? You know, because space is filled with nothing. Why don't we see the light from all stars? Everything is bright. Because space, though filled with stars, is still mostly just space. And by mostly, I mean to an amazing degree, even within a solar system, space that by includes, I don't know. I was just going to get to the next one too. And I don't know why I did this. Oh. No, I don't want to continue with Facebook or Google. See? I mean, you can't even look up articles now without freaking signing in to get information, people. This is what pisses me off. Can we see the light in an optic fiber? Infrared bands. No, you can't see the light. Can humans really see light? So what do you guys think about light? Oh, and that brings me to the gunshot. The gunshots thing. Okay, now today, there's another shooting in Virginia or some shit, right? What do I see on the article on Google about? Hope is on the horizon for for people that are against how was it worded? I couldn't find the article, and this has happened to me several other times too. I've looked up articles like that, and I've had this aha moment in my head, like, whoa, I got to share that information, and then I go looking for the article that I was just reading, and it's gone. Now, I'm not saying that it's done intentionally just to me or in my world, but it seems that it's happened to me a lot. If we could see the light from the black hole collision detected by LIGO, would the light arrive at the exact same time as the gravitational waves? Gravitational waves. Gravitational waves. I don't know. Yeah, they scrub info all the time, brother. Yes. Joanne, I always think if a Russian doll, there could be things so big we can't see them. Yes. Oh, yeah, the gunshots thing, the whole taking your guns away. Let me finish this thought. That article on Google pretty much said that there's hope on the horizon for gun reform legislation in America. And the article went on to equate the Republican Party with gun rights or Second Amendment right, and Democrats against that right. Therein creating division within the division so you can lose your purpose in the activism of what you've been activated for. Meaning, you are so caught up in this, you, me, all of us are so caught up in this right and left paradigm that we will align ourselves on either side of that line just because that's where we were in the past, or just because that's where our friends are. First and foremost, here, a place where anybody can say anything they want is a place I may not agree with, but at least it's a place that you'll be heard. Right? I think that's what we need to understand, that even if I disagree with you, I'm not going to censor you, because what you have to say is relevant, because you have a world, you have a reality as well as mine. Guys, can you imagine? Your universe could be riding on a neuron in your own brain. Right. Right. We are the third dimension which heaven and hell can reach. We're in hell. If you want to say that there's a hell, this is hell. This is too hot. This place is too hot. It's formed upon the entropy of okay, like everybody says, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Not only that, we live on the shoulders of giants. We exist on the shoulders of giants. What was my point? Oh, we are in a hellish existence. We are the devil. Our own physical identity is the devil. The deception is therein, meaning that we as devils live in a satanic world, meaning that our flesh deceives us in our mind to an extent that we believe that this is all there is. The materialism, or the atomistic materialistic mindset of physicality has corrupted our spiritual selves so much that we lost touch or connection with our spiritual higher self, the ineffable, our higher self. Our one higher self is one. We all have the same higher self. The voices, or I'm sure we have guardian angels. I don't know exactly how that works, but I've always felt that there's been times in my life where I was driven or steered by this higher self or these voices. The third dimension is Earth is hell in torment for men of intelligence. Yes. Thoth, they're probably evil ones. Oh, it's Thoth. Oh, Thoth-Amon is here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Miles, Angel's here. What's up, sweetheart? Yes, you do. You have to secure yourself. They don't like intelligence. It destroys their belief. We will be God. I don't think we will be God, but it's a matter of fact that God is within us all, but I don't think we can become God. I think we can become angels, or we can ascend above the creative principle that is the automatic, natural, cyclical seed, tree of life situation in the third. The third dimension to me is the accretion disk of the Milky Way, meaning that the fractalization of that accretion disk brings you down to the ecliptic plane of the solar system, brings you down to the orbit of the neutron around the star, or the proton, the electron around the atom, the nucleus in an atom. You know, it's the belt, the asteroid belt, the Kuiper belt. You know, when you look at a galaxy, why is it in a 2D format? Because that's all we can see, right? In a 3D dimensional, right? And then you get into the 4D shapes where it turns the Star of David into octahedron, you know, or dodecahedron, or you know, all of, you know, the whole cube into the cross, or the cross into the cube, you know, the square into the cube, you know what I mean? That whole thing, or the circle into a sphere. Where was I going with that? I'm so confused. See, I got this in my head that I could actually keep a thought, but I couldn't this time. I apologize. Stothamon is the devil. For the light is all true. Are you sure? I am love. Yo, Steve, what's up? Come on, Thoth, you know we love you here. Why, what's going on? Right, Mary, we are on with God, right. Need a vacation from this constant aggravating crazy mom. You're not upsetting anybody. My light is true. No apology required, Steve. Love you. It's all about the power of love. The center of our soul, the center of our existence, what we need to understand, I believe, is at the center of us all, which was brought to my attention by Cindy Lou from Waterloo. You know, Cindy Lou, 10,000 Lakes, BC. You know, a couple years back, we had a meeting of Nibiru meeting of minds, by the way. You know, because I once believed that there was a planet in the sky coming to kill us. I now believe Nibiru to be a story of ascension, and that's why it triggers everything in every one of us to a point to where we wanted to research things, and it has brought me here. That's where my story began, was the word Nibiru. And I'm not just repeating what I've heard from others. I did that research myself, figured out for myself that Nibiru wasn't a planet. Okay, there were planets in our solar system called Nibiru, like Jupiter, but they were in that context because they were described that way because they were signposts for transition, meaning alignments or equinoxes, or you know, time to plant the crops, or, you know, several things. Point of transition or point of crossing, usually to do with rivers and ferries, you know, not fairies as in, you know, ferries like the one on Peter Pan, but, you know, ferries as riverboats crossings, or ferries, you know, that carry people across the river. And that's exactly where we're at in the cycle of this Earth cycle, or this I think it's the halftime show of our particular data set, if you will. Right. River Vegas nerve. Yes. My dog hides my girl's panties. Oh my, she thinks not funny. Yes. Big cycle, yes, and that's what the river Styx is in the mythos. You know, the thing that divides the heaven and the earth, the Styx, the river Styx. That is. I put my panties on my head like a hat sometimes and try to be silly, right? But we are at a point where the entropy is outweighing the order. The disorder is becoming more and more prevalent in our society. And I believe that's manifest in all levels of creation, even in the weather and even in the sun. I think the sun propagates our conscious paradigm as well. You know, I don't know if we're connected consciously to the sun, but I do know that the sun reacts or is the driving force of everything on Earth, the weather included. So therefore, you know, it's like one big system. And the center of all things, the center of us is our heart, the Anu within us all. And our heart is where the love is created. You see how I made that big loop back to the love? Because I forgot where I was in that, you know, that's the ADD in me, baby. Blame it on my ADD, right? Woohoo! 1000 P000. How many? I don't wear panties. I wear big boy shirts. Damn it. Plug your ears, guys. I've been running for my life, or I've been running from this all my lifetime. I'm gonna make a deal with the big bad wolf so the big bad wolf don't bite no more. I'm gonna make a deal with the big bad wolf so the big bad wolf don't bite no more. Right? Who's the big bad wolf? I think the big bad wolf is. I like that word, panties. I don't know why. I just do. It invokes heroism in me, the heroic. Free we are. Yes, we can be free. Oh, yours again. I love that word, panties. Yes, I would love that word, panties. I don't know why, but I just do. And I don't wear panties either. Why can't we see the sun at night? Duh. Somebody asked that question. Okay. That's because the sun has gone down. It has set. And okay, now let's get back to that. Okay, so our heart and our mind are the keys to heaven. The gold and the silver, right? The earth is the abode, the footstool, right? The earth is the benefactor of the sun and the moon. The sun could be considered the golden key. The moon could be considered the silver key. Our hearts could be considered the golden key, and our minds could be considered the silver key. And in the here, let me see this cosmic. See if it shows up here. Long-standing problems in physics and philosophy. What the hell? I didn't ask for this. Cosmic time god Ion. And look at what it comes. And each brand had an honest slogan that would be the same. What? What is it? In the past year, what? Answers. Oh, this is a. I didn't even know what this was until just now. This is interesting. Huh. So I'm going to go to Google. I hate my computer. I really do. Pantheism. Come on, for real? I get so frustrated with the technology, you guys. God of fire, God of light. No. Time God. It says time to gods. This is important because it is representative of that Pluto alignment on January 13th. Okay, what is cosmology in anthropology? Nope, nope, nope. You know, why? What can I find right here? Huh. I wasn't expecting this. What do you guys think of the whole dark matter thing? What's not the sun? Thought like Christ is the pistis, Sophia stomping through heaven. Just to get a break from stupid nonsense. Is it a great movie? If you haven't seen it, you should watch it, Max. Which movie is that? Oh, my favorite line is in the movie Duplex when the old lady told the police they broke in so they could smell her panties. Nice. Nice. Frontline warrior defenders of the seven, we rise as we awake. Yes, we do. Dark matter is a theory based on your Tony and physics because there's not enough matter to make up the gravity, which proven false by electric universe theory. Now, dark matter, I think, is just the another wording for ether. You know, counter space, right? I mean, gravity in essence is a byproduct of electromagnetic phenomena, right? Gravity is a byproduct of what we call magnetism, or which once you do the study into it, you realize that it's point source emanation, convergent, divergent fields, or force in motion, loss of inertia, point source, like a laser versus a light bulb, right? A light bulb is just a light source that is undefined or non-point source light. It comes from a bigger medium. where point source, like a laser light, comes from one point and is that much more intense because of that. So what I'm getting at is, so what if the black hole, the Anu, our hearts, everything is all interconnected at the center of everything in the infinite, yet finite. We define that center of all things in our understanding of the knowing, of the knowledge that we have accumulated, along with the love we show for the creation. Right? And when you take them two keys and you understand fully what those two keys are, the marriage of the two making the one again, on all levels, the fractalized levels, you know, the Russian doll levels, like we're talking about. Every aspect of our creation is in that form. Right? It's the recreative principle, the self-replication aspect as well. You know, not just the repeating or the you know, the replicative or you know, the repeating repeat. I'm talking the cosmic cycle, the I don't know why I cannot find this image because I'm talking I probably have it in my drive, but I don't want to go to my photos because what the hell is this? Hang on, I'll come across it. Look at right here. Here's, see this image? Oops. Not that one. Damn it. Right here. I think this is it. Nope, this ain't it, but it looks interesting. Let me look at it. Why is it not showing up? What the hell? I hate my computer. I really do. I despise it. Okay, now my take on this whole 3D thing is, you see this right here, where the two cones are meeting? This is the hyperboloid, right? This is where the accretion disk would be in the Milky Way. That's where our 3D existence is. That's why everything is a belt, Kuiper belt, asteroid belt, ecliptic. You know, that's where the arms of the Milky Way, and you know, that's why everything is represented in the belt form. You know, just let the humans go extinct as long as they allow a bunch of crooked reprobates to control everything. They are headed that way anyways. Yes, just as Tesla. Yep, I love an underdog. What's pointless? Can you prove a black hole exists? Yeah, I can. Where does, I mean, I can prove a black hole exists. It's called children. Black hole for money. Sucks it in and never gets it back. Those are kids. Those are black holes. Is a loading and loading and loading for anybody else but me? What, you're talking about the stream? But I'm gonna look up this. I'm gonna find this time god thing that I was talking about here. Okay, what images? Deep filled cosmic time god. I see. I know that's what it's called. It should pop up right away. You know, it should pop up right away. But why isn't it? It should be one of these first images here. Why is it? Why is it? It isn't it? You know, why isn't it? Why isn't it? I don't know. So now I'm gonna look up. I just got to go to my folder here. I don't even know where my pictures are stored here. Your screen is sharing is paused. Okay, let me see here. Now, see, my computer just sucks. I'm not even gonna bother. It just pissed me off. I'm just gonna get frustrated to the point where I'm gonna freaking smash this thing. I don't know why I get so frustrated doing this. You would think I wouldn't because I'd be used to it, but you know, I have a brand new computer, but it's not mine anymore. Okay. Find it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let the good times roll. Here it is, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Shit. That's not it. I'm looking for a picture right now, guys, that I wanted to show you for the last hour. And I should have all this shit ready before I even get on here, but you know what? That is me. That is how I roll, kind of by my seat of my pants. You guys know this, so I apologize. Maybe I don't need to apologize, but I am. Okay, and what do you guys think? What do you guys think to the why are images flipped on the horizontal but not the vertical? First and foremost, I think we addressed that question that our vision actually flips the image for us, but you know, there's one paradigm thing, and then the viewing your own live stream thing. Are those all representative of the mirror effect of our creation? I mean, is that a result? I didn't finish my thoughts last night on that, but I can't find the damn thing. I'll find it sooner or later. You guys may not be here when I do, but I will. Right? May not be here when I do, but I will. Here's a video I made. Right? Yeah, I'll stop share here. Share here. Like a spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame closer in harmony to thee. Lift up my fire from out of the darkness. That damn computer sucks. Yeah. Yeah, this is when I first started waking up, guys, right here. Wow, this is 2.5 years ago. These are all images of Orion. Look at even 2 years ago, I knew it was all within, huh? Okay, is it, what am I showing here? Am I showing what I want to show? No. So then I gotta go here. Oh, I gotta shut this shit off. Huh? Look, you see that eye right there? It's the next video online. I'm wondering what the next video is. Right here, guys. You see this? This is the I think it's called the Ben stone. No, it's not the Ben, but look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I bet you if we count all of these bricks, I bet you there's 72 in there. Should we do it? No, we won't do it. But you see this? Now on the bottom of this is writing and a depiction of the Orion constellation, or the Orion's belt, and writing saying the second coming of the Son of Man returns in blacklight ink. So it only shows up on a black light. Do you guys know what I'm talking about here? You know? And you dreamt you had, do you guys know that bye, Danny. Thank you, sweetheart. But yeah, the creation of Adam, right here. Yeah, that's where that information brought me. And that was that's what led me to you guys, to this talk today. You know, eventually, you know, and isn't that odd how we can think of things like that? Now I'm going to bring you this and show you this right here. Okay, guys, here's the 2 keys to heaven right here. Why do you guys suppose there's a freaking chicken in it? Is that in reference to which came first, the chicken or the egg? But, you know, look at this heavenly dude, this heavenly mama. The moon, the sun, silver, gold, right? Okay, bear with me again. Sorry, guys. Closing out my media player and stuff. Okay, now this silver and gold is represented in all kinds of stuff. I mean, it is the yin and the yang, the Star of David, male, female, positive, negative. Okay, here's where the flame, the representative of the flame of, okay, sorry, I forgot I gotta go to the share button here. Oops, what was that? Okay, now I gotta go to share. Now check this out. This right here is Stan Tenon's work. Okay, now the tetrahedron, the tent, is the triangle. It's in Egyptian hieroglyphs. There's the tent, the eye in the tent, the king in the tent, you know, the throne, pretty much. The light in the meeting tent. You see this? This right here, the symmetry, asymmetry, is in the shape of this, because if you put your finger or your hand a certain way and hold it out there, shadows from that shape form all of the Hebrew letters in the alphabet. Did you guys know that? The bow in the sky, the bow tie, or the serpent, or the snake, you know, but this right here is the algorithm, or the medium, or the means in which we turn thought into action in a conceptual way, if you follow me there. Even in a physical way, I suppose, if you can put explanation to a thought, or understanding to a thought, or action into the world, is this. And this is said to, Stan Tenen postulated that the reasoning for this is because all algorithm in this form is manifest in your mind as well as in your hand. So you can close your eyes and you always know, if you hold your thumbs and your fingers on both hands in certain positions, you always can visualize what them positions are when your eyes are closed in your mind's eye. That's why the first letters, alphabets, and everything were from this. And this is the shadows from this one shape is what creates the 22, 27 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. You know, there's not much variation, but there's just the subtle differences are the reason why. Is there a way to flip through these here? Let me see. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I don't know if I was hitting stuff with my elbow and put somebody in a timeout. I apologize, didn't mean to. Like rivers, they flow in ventricles, right? And it's no coincidence that the 7 houses of the Lord are heart muscles, guys. The 7 layers of heart muscle in our heart. You know, there's another correlation to the 7 hermetic principles, or the 7 layers, or the 7 lords of Amenti, or the 7 houses of 7 candles, 7 lamps, you know, 7 flames of the cosmic, 7 you know, the 7, the 5, the 3, and the 1 are 7, 5, 3 are the prime numbers of our existence. I mean, everything is enveloped in them numbers. And people of a physical or I don't know, intellectual mindset will say to you, well, that's just a bunch of contrived nonsense, the numerology of existence, which I don't agree with that. I think that numbers are the code of God, you know, are of us, because we're all parts of the whole, but we are not, or nor will we ever be, God, big G. I believe we will be angels of God. And I think maybe there's an archangel. I don't know what archangel really means, but I think it means a higher angel, right? Archetype angel, or a principle, an archetype. Because in essence, that's what the solar deity is. That's what the archetypes of the planets are, right? Are the higher angelic beings, or the higher divine principles, are the archangels, correct? Am I right there or am I wrong? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Tell him to stop watching me. Chicken, everything tastes like chicken. Right. What do you disagree with, Joanne? Please tell me. I don't think we can all be God. I don't think we can become God. Is that what you're disagreeing with me about? Well, we will join God, but we don't become God. Right? That's my opinion anyway. I don't think we can become God because I think God is above us. God is it's when being God sounds like a lot of aggravating work, doesn't it? I agree with that. Plug your ears, guys. Yes, and that's where the whole savior thing is. I think Thoth is about the the laziness. Somebody always wants to be saved or have a pill for something. If I were God, I'd flush. Ain't that the shit? Ain't that the truth, right? I'd flush. Oh, twist, Miss Twee. Oh, twist, Miss Twee. Bring that ass here. Now let's take a look at, let's ponder at this one. What is this, you guys? What do you think this represents? What do you think this is? Seriously. Weigh in your opinions. What do you break that down for me? What is this? What are we looking at? Yes, I do believe we joined together, or we're melted back into the furnace, right? Chariot falling, saying what's up. Looks like the Statue of Liberty chilling with her arm around a dark statue, I think. What is in her arms there? You know God, huh? You're seeing the brain. Kind of looks like that. I'm wondering why the hell the shape is the shape, form of the shape that this. I'm wondering what the hell this shape is for. That's pretty much why I wanted to get you guys' opinion. What is this about? See this shape? And what is this about? And why is it coming out of the picture? Or is it? Or was that an after effect added to it? I don't know. But doesn't it like to invoke a two different realm type feeling? And like this thing or this series of objects that are clustered in the middle with the female holding the flame, arm around a dark figure. Right below it is the baby or child. Marvin the Martian. Seeing the Brain, Marvin the Martian. I'll pass on that one. I do. Wet Fingers. Max, you get me right. No, I get you, Joanne. I understand where you're coming from, and you know, I could I could have agreed with I agreed with you in the past on that, but I don't think it's now in the scheme or the model that I believe in or that I think is the right model of the reason why we are here. And the reason why I'm getting to that is because I mean stuff like this picture here are conveying the very same thing that we're talking about. This picture is exactly what we're talking about, in my opinion, right? Because we all have an opinion, right? That's you know, but there is one truth, and that truth is we are all one, I think. And from that one truth, everything else can be understood once you understand the one truth, because I think that one truth is all truth. The center of all things is the truth of all time. And with that knowing, I think it all comes to you. Spank me, that picture said. I think it was a meme or whatever they're called, those video clips. Oh, here's a good one. Right here. Here's the cosmic time god that I'm talking about right here. Right here. Now, right by this picture is the time god that I was talking about. Now, you see this? This setup right here. This is January 13th, 2020. Neptune is watching over. Who's Neptune? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But I'm going to move on. How do I get to the thumbnail part right here? Okay, so we go up, we go down, we go down, we go up. It's got to be right here because this is when I'll get there. I'll find it. No worries, no worries. Oh, here's a good one. This isn't the one I'm looking for, but it's pretty wild nonetheless. This is a the anatomy of an occultist. You see this? Look at all of the symbology, every archetype, the Sephirotic trees in there. I mean, it's over and over and over and over. I mean, the symbols for the planets are in here, the Malkuth, the chakras, the pillars, the negative and positive, male and female, up and down, Kether Malkuth. Pluto is represented as one. I still haven't wrapped my mind around that, and I think it's because of the dual opposite nature of what's our reality is because we, by our own malfeasance or our misunderstandings, lose track of we are a creature of two beings, the absolute and the relative. What's here in the physical is relative to what we are right now. So we can't ignore that. Otherwise, we fall folly, or we be cast upon the rocks and torn asunder. Keep your mind. You can stay aware of the stars above you, but keep your mind firmly planted on your feet, else thee fall folly for reason of your upward gaze. The absolute is relevant, but the relative is more relevant while we're in the physical manifestation of creation. Because without your survival until you die, before you die, there is no regenerative principle coming from your relative input into the absolute, if you follow me. Okay, now Shakma is what? Shakma is the understanding, or is it the wisdom or knowledge? Wisdom, I think. And I think Bina is understanding, right? And this is the top tier of the 4 tiers of the tree of life, of the Sephirotic tree, right? Because there's that tier, the middle tier, and then look at this. Look at that. Doesn't that look familiar? That's the Marco Rodin vortex math model symbol. But look at it. Here's the middle tier. Next tier, 4. Or you can think of it as, but you see this shape? It's represented right here in the tree of life. This shape is right here. Geometry, earth, measure. Geo, earth, metry, measure. That's what pyramids are for. So we can gain measure from the clay or the info to produce understanding, which is the shining, the diamond, like in the sky. Once we can understand, we create the 5th element, the shining, the aha, the union, the culmination of the great work. Sounds good. I hope that's it, right? That's what I think it is anyway, the way it's been explained to me. Okay, the 7 kingdoms, right here. 7 kingdoms are the same as the monad. Okay, well, we can say that this is heaven is the mentalism, right? Monad is the correspondence, vibration, polarity is the atomic, mineral is the rhythm, vegetable is the cause and effect, animal is gender, human, right? Then we go to the mentalism, which is the pleroma, heaven. And that's the regenerative loop of the 7 kingdoms. And then you can look at it like this. Human, psyche, vegetation, planet, dry land is the mound of creation. You know, the first primordial mound where we could have firm footing. But anyway, here's human is the, you know, where we create the mentalism. Correspondence is the rest. Let there be light is the vibration. Then the waters divided. Stellar first product. The waters divided are the polarity. Right? Rhythm, planet, pendulum, dry land. Okay, then we can look at it like, did I look at this one already? Yep. Oh no, this is okay. We use clay, which is in the same place as the vibration. Bricks, to give our clay, which is information, comparison. So we take our information, we make comparison with our information. In turn, we take that comparison, build a pyramid, which gives us proportion. So we take information, make a comparison, which is, you know, given a comparison, to give it proportion, to be capped, to give it, what is it? Am I right in saying measure? To create measure, or to create measure. And then Once you understand it, boom, diamond shining in the sea of clay, which is the mentalism, the understanding. That's what I think the pyramid is representative of, is bringing the 4 under the roof of the 5, born from the 3. You know, the 4 is the info, the bricks, the pyramid, the cap, making the 5th, the diamond, the 5th element, the understanding. Follow me? Does that make sense to you guys? All creation is created from chaos. Chaos is not of our creator. It was created to test man. No, we are all products of the chaos, the undefined sea of potential. Sea of potential. There is the chaos is the scalar potential primordial soup, if you will. That's what everything is manifest from. Everything. It's from that chaos that everything is possible in a physical world, I think, and in a mental world, even maybe a conscious world. Because if all is forces and matter, the foundation is most important. Our foundation is built, yes. When you see a burst of light hitting an object, you expect the light to be scattered in chaos, but it's not. The magnetic and electrical forces keep it in order. Yes, all is possible in a great chaos, because the chaos is the scalar potentiality, the ebb and flow of the cosmic background, the ooze, the noon, or is it noon or newt? No, it's noon. Noon is or is it newt? One or the other. Newt is the heavenly, the sky space, or is it newt the potential? Is it noon or newt? The Egyptian personification of the scalar wave or scalar potential. No, the chaos is not what keeps us separate. It's the polarization that keeps us separate. It's yes, just like our leaders do to our society to have control. Yes. But I mean, bringing the two, okay, now if everybody just backs up for a moment and thinks of the verse in the Bible where Jesus, or it's in, I think, in the Gospel of Thomas, if I'm not mistaken, where pretty much says in a nutshell, bring the two back to one, or you know, when you make the two one again, then you will see your Father, or something like that, right? Love you. Later, Joanne. Chaos and order can be good or bad. Yes, you can use the chaos in both realms, in both senses. You could use it for benevolent or malevolent. That's what the whole creative principle is about. It's indifferent. You know, the light of our creator is essentially that. But our creator is created when we are in union with God. Get it? That means that we are self-replicating the creator as well as that creator creating us. We create the creation in which creates us. It is the ultimate chicken and egg scenario, right? Love you guys. Yeah, I'm calling it a night too. It's already 1 in the morning. I can't believe I'm still here. Resonant. Yeah, it has to become resonant with the field around it eventually. That is what entropy is. And when that entropy grows and as the chaos re-envelops, there's a null point where everything is the ebb and flow, the ins and the outs. You know what I mean? The rhythm. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you tonight. Who's that? I wanted to find this cosmic time god before I go, though, guys, because I think it's relevant to the whole planetary alignment thing. You know, this pictogram right here was one of the biggest aha moments I've ever had on this journey so far. You know, and this is representative of our brain. This is a mind, a head of a god. The eyelashes, the eyebrows, hemispheres of the brain in union, in equilibrium, because there's 12 on each side of this, and that represents the 12 paired cranial nerves in the top of our skulls. The Jed pillar is the 4 and the 5th. The truth, standing tall, the spine. Okay? That's what the symbolism there is. This, the negative chalice, is the female aspect. And this, either the throne or the phallus, is the male positive aspect within us all. Within us all, we have equal parts, which are these. That's why they're identical, but mirror images. Like when you look in a mirror, that's what it is, guys. When you look in the mirror, you're seeing your true self, which is opposite of the eyes looking at that. Do you follow me? That's why it's flipped, guys. Horizontal. The reverse image is actually, that's what the marriage of the dual opposites about. That's why the Pluto conjunction, because this is Pluto. This is a symbol for Pluto right here. The Ankh with the arms holding the pineal light of wisdom up. The 6 baboons, the 6 chakra, the mind, where Thoth resides. And that's what the baboons represent, is Thoth. Because Thoth was either, and not many people know this, he took on the baboon-headed god as well as the ibis-headed god. This right here, this arch, is the house of bread. This is the symbol in iconography that tells you this is is it the Aleph or the B in the Hebrew alphabet? But it's the house of bread, meaning that it's the journey of the sun, the arch. When you see the arch in an archway, that's what it represents, guys, is the hero's journey, the hero journey of the micro and the macro, in the physical, in the bio. Now, this is the all-knowing. Red is representative of the light. Red in all ancient depiction is the light. Because you very well couldn't paint a white surface white, right? The slain lamb, the blood of the lamb, is the light of the knowing. What's the P over the head stand for? What do you mean? The loop is right here. That's what this is about. This is the recreation, the completing the Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. This is the completion of our recreation loop right here. The aha, knowing and understanding it. And I came to this knowing via the movie A Star is Born. I shit you not. Lady Gaga's scene when she first meets Bradley Cooper. That's how I came across this pictograph right here, or this hieroglyphic. and married it with the, because I was questioning what the hell Pluto was about. Why did they demote Pluto, and why did they take the A off of ether? Because the A stands for the alpha and Pluto stands for the omega, or both. The marriage of the dual opposites. You know, the extreme opposites are the same, only different, seemingly different due to magnitude or version or here, I'm going to bring you back to this if I can find it right away. Hopefully I can. Right here. Now look at, now this right here, if this doesn't blow your mind, if I haven't gotten this through to you yet, how this is why I see this as significant, okay? Now you see this Pluto symbol right here. Right here, the Pluto symbol. Same as that symbol we just seen on that hieroglyphic, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, now this right here, Earth, Sun, Mercury, Sirius, Saturn, Pluto. Pluto's at one end, Earth is at the other. Hades, heaven, right? Or Hades, hell, right? Underworld, world. Venus is the exact opposite of Mars, the female aspect, the male aspect. Beauty, war, masculine, feminine. What's on the other side of the sun? The only begotten, Mercury, Thoth, Jesus. What's after that? Ceres, Demeter, which is the goddess of agriculture, of abundance. And right here is where the cyclical sickle is represented in that other picture I'm trying to find. That is, see, I correlated this to the cosmic time god Aeon, and I'm gonna find that right here. And if you're wondering why I have pictures of Phil right here, is because it was when I was questioning who Phil was, and I started, you know, really digging in and studying, you know, his facial movements and everything, because that's what I do. And because I go with my gut and what I feel. Oh, here it is right here, I think. No, that's not it, obviously. But I'm trying to find this one picture, and then I'm going to end this, guys, because I'm tired. But I think it's relevant, because I think you guys will be blown away if you followed me so far in my thinking as to what that planetary conjunction is all about. And if everything is on a, I don't know, a repetitive cyclical type thing, then I think the ultimate in symbols is the cross, which, let me find it here. I know I got it here. It's here somewhere. I'm not going to give up now. I don't care if you guys drop out or not anymore, because I want to end this too, but I want to find this. There's Demeter right here. Okay, this is part of the alignment. Roman name Ceres. Realm, goddess of agriculture. Sheaves of wheat, Zeus's sister, mother of Persephone. Persephone was kidnapped by Hades. Demeter created eternal winter on Earth until Zeus agreed to bring her back. She had eaten 6 pomegranate seeds and so had to remain in the underworld for 6 months of the year. Did you see that? 666? It had the six chakra in there. I mean, it's just crazy how it all interconnects, and that's the Ceres part of it. Now, the other aspects of it are Saturn, which is right before Pluto, which, as we all know, is the time delineator, or the time god of, there it is right here. Here we go. Okay, here is the cosmic time god Aeon, right? Okay. The key to heaven in his hand right here. Right? Here's the sickle that Jupiter is in line with the cross alignment. You know, the lion. But look at, you get closer in on this and you start, because this is a much older, this Aeon one right here, than these ones. These ones are Greek and I think Roman. Now, this always represents the knowing, right? The snake going around, right? What are these? These are the Taurus, the bull. These are the fixed positions of the cross, right? The fixed signs in the heavens, correct? The flail and the crook, right? The shepherd's crook. And this one, which isn't represented in this other one, but what is this representative of? I don't know, but we have the Kether, the Malkuth, and this one is in the shape of a lion's head. This one is a man's head, and I don't understand the difference in that, but this is Mars, or let me see, Mars, Venus, Earth. Sun is where the key goes from the hand. This is the sun. And then Mercury, Sirius, Saturn, and down at the bottom is the circle with a cross. When the cross and the circle combine, also could be balanced, right? The pathway to heaven, right? Wings could be enlightenment, yes. Wings also represent what's good, Delaney, Delight, Jones? I'm glad you could make it here. Yeah, it's getting late, and I said I was going to end this 20 minutes ago. But yeah, these are all depictions of, let me go back to it. Now, keep in mind, this angle of the sickle, and, you know, the man is always depicted as a cross, right? And the Vitruvian man is showing you the pentagram, as well as both aspects of who we are, being spiritual in a physical form. That's what I believe the Vitruvian man is, or Vitruvian man is. Also, not just only that, it's showing you the vesica of a Pisces and all that other shit, you know, that other stuff intertwined. I don't mean to call it shit, but you know, it's just it's incredible. You know, and even the cosmic, the galactic cross, you know, this comes from Randall Carlson's work. And look at this, is the same color as the light in my camper here, or the same shape as the light, you know, this light right here. See, same shape, and it's everywhere. Why? Because we're all fractals of that light. We're all parts of that light. We are created from that light. We come from that light. That light is our, you know, here's the Hyundai cross, where it states there's a bunch of physical representations of resets on our planet in the past, cyclical nature of it. And I believe that this depicts the same thing as I was just showing with the cosmic time god. Same thing, right? Now, and I'm not saying that this means that time is ending or that any of that. I'm saying that it's a time for change. It's a signpost for transition, or a point of crossing, a Nibiru point. You follow me? That's what I think it's all about. You know, I'm not propagating it's the end of the world. I'm not propagating anything. I'm just telling you that it's all interconnected, like everything else in our existence. Everything is interconnected. And the ultimate interconnection is our inner connection. Our minds become the environment in which all creation manifests in this heavenly, hellish, Hades, heaven type existence. I mean, and it's incredible. I don't know how I could even think I'm worthy of knowing this, you know, and I'm not saying that I know for sure, but you know what? This is incredible how this is the same as that cosmic time god An. And Pluto's right there, you know. Pluto's Hades, the underworld. You know, and the underworld is the do-what. Where I've stated before, I think we get bored in the do-what. It's too easy. It's everything manifests for you at your will. You know what you are already there. There is no wanderlust of sorts in your mindset or in your being. That's what it's all about, guys. Is the strife, the strive, you know, and you can get into this wordplay thing over and over and over again. The strife is what gives us definition. It's, you know, I just made an interconnection right there with the whole pyramid analogy. So strife is the bricks that we build our proportion out of, or you know, our that okay. So information is clay, which is what we use for making bricks, which gives our info comparison, which then we use the comparisons to gain measure, to gain understanding, which is shining like a diamond in the sky. So what was I getting at there? Oh, the strife. Where does the strife fit into that? That is what gives you the means in which to ebb and flow in, right? I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't know. Tater, I'm glad you stuck around for so long. Usually you don't do that. Mary Monica, hi. The water turned bitter as gall, which means wormwood. Also, Chernobyl. Yes, it could be. Right. Robin Ledford. We will see what we will see. This is true. It is the age of Aquarius. Everyone is at a crossroads, and they are all getting a bath. Yes. Padma Kundalini, slanted, appreciate you sharing your heart. Well, I appreciate you being here, sharing with me. That's right. You know, battles to fight. What do you think is going to happen at that time, Steve? At January 13th, 2020? I don't know. I think the sun will set and January 14th will pop up. I don't have any friggin' clue what's going to go on. But, you know, there's no such thing as coincidence. And why is nobody talking about a cross conjunction of our planets in our system when every other freaking planetary alignment or conjunction is talked about? I mean, all of the big gas giants go to one side of the sun. It's a big deal. You know, people talk about it. And I'm plugged into the astronomy wall per se on YouTube, and I don't get any information about this. Yes, and the food shortages. There you go. And if anything, guys, if what I can do for you right here is to give you a heads up, because I live in Minnesota. You drive around Minnesota, and there are no cornfields that have standing corn yet. And in previous years, you at least see at least little plants right now. But there's water in these cornfields around here. So much so that the tractors can't get out there. Yes, I have seen the day after tomorrow. Yes. Yes, in the floods, the silos were storing the grain from last year because of the trade war with China. They were holding all of their stores to sell to a market. Have you ever spoke to a God, Steve? More importantly, did you hear God answer you? Just wondering. Yes, I've yes, I have. But then I shut the door and cursed him when my dad died and haven't heard him since. But yes, I used to but anyway, China and the United States are in a trade war. Obviously, we've known this since last year. Well, China usually buys up all of the stores, you know, all of the wheat stores and whatnot, our grain surplus at a good price, a premium price, because there's so many people there. Well, Trump, whatever went on with the trade war thing, caused China to somebody flooded the market with grain or whatever, and I think it caused the price to go down to like minuscule amounts. So all of the farmers started storing their grain until the market picked up. And it's some factor to do with the China trade war. But anyway, all the flood wrecked all of it. Flooded most like 80% of that storage, that grain stored was ruined in the floods as well. Yes. Oh, Steve, open the door. Good night, sweetheart. Yep, I got lots of vids of crazy manifestation of the gods. Never heard of it till today. On September 11th, they blew up a skyscraper that was supposed to be the World Trade Center. Coincidence? Right. Yes. Yes. But go and buy a bunch of freaking rice, guys, a bunch of beans, because that shit stays forever. And you can live off of that shit. Asians are proof of it. You know, they live on rice and beans. I could live on rice and beans. Just because I'm white doesn't mean I can't. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Certain cultures live off of just certain staples. And rice and beans stay for a long time. Yes, I mean, but don't buy canned goods and shit because I made that mistake. I bought 2,000 something dollars worth of food a couple years ago and it's all bad now. I mean, a lot of food, guys. I'm not saying yes. Coffee, toilet paper. I like the coffee part and the toilet paper part. Can't cook rice without water. Right, but I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. There's another good point. I got a bunch of water purification stuff, tablets and systems and whatnot as well. Not much, but I'm half Irish too. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. So I had a bunch of water, but my kids drank it, you know, because they're not too worried about the end of the world. Nor am I, actually. Otherwise, I wouldn't have let them drink it. But yeah, guys, I love you. With that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm glad you can join me this evening. And if I can say anything to anybody out there that's listening to this and listening to my final word tonight is, in the morning when you encounter the first people in your life, propagate love and understanding, no matter if they're a different creed, color. And people in your life mean the people you come across on a daily basis, or people you come across on a once in a lifetime basis. Treat them all the same, like you would like to be treated, because within that is the key. Now MCF's ready to get down and talk, and 2 more hours. You do this to me every time, girl. Every time. I'd love to stay on for 2 more hours, but I can't. You know, I love you, and I'm sorry I gotta go, but I gotta go. You know, there's another time, and you know what? As sure as there was yesterday, there will be a tomorrow. Now, whether or not that tomorrow is going to be good is up to you. Pay it, live it, love it forward. In Lakesh, I seen that today on Maxwell E. Oh, and just a reminder, guys, Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to have Max Egan on my channel, the guy from Crow House. He's a Miles tag type of guy. Thank you, Delaney Delight. I appreciate that. You know, and he's just like Miles here. He's you know, he's always pointing out the misguided elitists of our paradigm, and you know, I love it. You know, I love Miles for that. He brings that to our little niche we have in our soul family group here, and I appreciate you. And when I say that, I mean it, you guys. I love you guys in that soul group type of way, because we are one, and the more of us we can understand the whole, you know what I mean? The more of us that can understand that we are one will bring us all closer to the truth, right? Joanne, you've been saying good night forever. I love you. All right, guys. To each their own, but no, you're not alone. Know that we're all one, and it's not always going to be fun, but there are times where we're going to come together in a bliss, and you're going to want to know, you're going to want to know if there was anything you would miss. But hey, I will be there, and I'm sure you will be too. Let's all live love in this life. Yes, all of us. He, me, she, we, me, and you. We are all together in this ride, in this adventure that we are experiencing. And I think that's what it's all about. That's how you find the center of all things, is you go through the center of your heart, in the center of existence, in the center of love, and do what's right. You don't have to be corny and, you know, telling everybody you love them and shit. Just do what's right. The upwelling of goodness that you feel when you do something for somebody without anything in return. Oh yeah, I wanted to address that too, Mr. Architect. You know what I mean? Thinking about wrapping my mom in duct tape so I could go get some things done. Architect. Now, I seen your comment that you erased about you think I'm wrong about doing things in without expectations, without expectation of something in return. In a nutshell, you're right, but I think you stated that in a way that I don't agree with, because And when I say you're right, I mean, in that manner, I expect back a net return of better than we were, if you follow me, by paying it forward without expecting anything in return. That's why I demonetized my channel a while back. That's why YouTube has put guideline strikes on me. That's why YouTube had put copyright strikes on me, is because I stopped making them money by allowing their advertisers on my channel. You know what I mean? Yes. And that's what it's all about, Miles, is paying it forward. That's what it's about, paying it forward, is doing the right thing for you. Because if you do what's right for you, you're doing what's right for me. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to think the same, though, Miles. We just have to know that we're all part of the whole. And every person, if you think of the next person as just another aspect of your personality or an appendage or a branch of the tree, I know, I appreciate you for what you are too, Travis. I appreciate you for what you are. That is your name, right? Am I right? Just a being, yes. Being right with yourself, with everything. Right. We are all just different leaves on the same tree. I'm maybe on a different branch, but coming from the same trunk. Right? Meet me at the crossroads. You know, I love that song too. But guys, be true, be honest, be one with yourself, be one with yourself, and be one with the cosmic in the form, the sense of adulation that you share when you see something and you feel happiness, when you're well aware of all that is and all that can be, the potentiality of the you and the me. There are no other times that we have but now. The now is the place where we can shine somehow. There are things that we don't even fathom. There are things that we won't consider until we look within. It's all within us, guys and girls. It's all within us. You know, them hidden pearls. I love you. Peace, love, and chicken grease to all. To all, good night. See ya. Wanna be ya. Thank you for joining me. Rainbow Phoenix, getting ready for bed. Thought I'd stop by and say hello, all. Good night. Love you. Tainer, glad you could stick around. Thoth, rock on. Later, later, later. Gator, gator, gator. Late. Good night, MCF. Hugs and kisses. Yes. Eric Von Ravenstein. I love that name, by the way. Robin Ledford. Thank you. Tainer. Thanks, guys. I love you all. And you know what? I appreciate Joanne. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. Delaney's Delight. Jones. I appreciate you. Thank you guys all for your input. Padma Kundalini. I really appreciate all your guys' input. Without you, who am I? One for one, one for one.